Hello and welcome to the first episode of a Let's Play we're going to do with Ashdod. Nope, not that one. There we go. Realm of Roaring Rhinos, always a good map. So, let's see. Ashdod. Ashdod LP. Ashdod is the Middle Ages version of the Hinnom, which is, as you know, all the different races in this are based on mythology. Ashdod is based off of Christian mythology. Uh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Oh, this is boring. I hate doing this part. Blah, 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 blah. Ugh, that was horrible, wasn't it? Okay. So Ashdod is based off of Christian mythology, or I don't even know if you can call it Christian mythology. It's pre-Christian mythology, Jewish mythology maybe. They are. I'm not going to go into the mythology itself, but let's just talk about it in terms of the. Hey, what's up, baby?
What are you doing?
I'm recording. All right. Anyway, they are. Let's talk about it in terms of the game. They are giants and they're sacred. Um, they are one of the most bless. You have to do a major bless with them. It's basically just an absolute requirement. But they're also a really unique race because not only are they have these amazing giants that need a major bless, and it's always going to be nature. That's always going to be one of your major blesses for them. They also have an amazing amount of ability to do thug summons. Like you can summon just crazy powerful thugs. However, the thugs you're going to summon are going to require different paths than your bless. Um, I am going to use a pretender I already cooked up. So it's got the main things you're always going to want with one of these is nature and earth. The reinvigoration gets your caster helps your casters, and the nature helps everything else. Now use the crone, which just as an FYI, the crone has some downsides. You basically will never take her into battle. She is just so weak. Um, Even though she has a huge supply bonus. I guess that's from the nature, I'm not sure. But the fire, astral, and death, all of those are necessary for other things she's going to be forging for her own path boosting and for setting up, allowing her to summon insanely powerful thugs later down the line. To get this to work and to have even mildly favorable scales, because you really need a lot of money to play as them, so Order 3 is a good one. I probably should have taken some growth instead. Oh well. She has to be imprisoned. I took Misfortune. If you're taking Order 3, Misfortune's easy to take a hit there. Took Drain, not my favorite one to take, and I took Low Dominion, not really advisable. We're going to see how all this plays out. In my last Let's Play, I played Ulm with a Demi Lich with blood, so I could get some access to blood, and it was a pretty bad idea. This one's probably also a bad idea. I mean, the more classic is just to take straight nature and earth, and that's it. But then you're locked out of all the amazing summons you can get, or you're sort of locked out. There's other ways to get into them. Anyway, we're going to take her, Mistress of Many Colors. Alright, get some special sights. We're going to enable the score graphs. I don't really use those to cheat, but I like to have them enabled just in case. Magic research is difficult, gives you a little bit longer game. I love thrones, love me some thrones. We're going to put a lot of thrones in, and we're definitely going to put in the biggest thrones. Kind of a cheesy thing to do since I'm playing Ashdod and I'm going to be relying on blesses, but who cares? Limited unique artifact forging rate. Yeah, I really should do this. It gets a little ridiculous later on if you don't do this. You end up like forging every unique item in the game. Alright, and that's good. Create the world. Take a puff off of my thing. Yada yada, chaos, wheel is turned again. Oh, fantastic starting location. I like this starting location. Um, Good opportunities for expansion to the north, southwest, southeast. And if I manage this right, I should be able to expand at a very fast pace. We're going to look to the south first. I've got way more I've got to conquer down here. This is neat, but it's not critical. That one I'm going to want to get, absolutely, but we'll worry about that later. Let's look at our troops. Ashdod is a really interesting race. You have these giants. Everybody's a giant except some slaves, some smaller giants, slightly larger giants, and huge giants. Your huge giants are sacreds. Now, the downside of them is that they are incredibly expensive. I can make one. I can't even make... Okay, I can make one of him. Good side of this is that these guys are stupid powerful. And these guys are fire resistant, which will be important because I'm going to be throwing fire magic all over the place. They are berserkers, wasteland survival, who cares? Gluttony. This is a problem. These guys use a ton of supplies. Now, this is better than the EA version of them. The early era version of them will eat your own population. Let's look at the casters. Actually, we'll just go across the top. The scout, absolutely not worth it. You can get independent scouts for way cheaper, and I think they're even better scouts. I mean, how stealthy is a giant? Commanders, not worth it. You can get indie commanders, just as good. Maybe occasionally I might use one of these guys, but I mean, they're not bad commanders. They're just expensive. They're not sacred, whatever. The Kohen is their priest, and he's just absolutely useless. Get an indie priest. You'll need one of these maybe in the beginning just to build a couple of temples. Alright, now let's talk about the more interesting ones. The Rephite Sage. They are pretty good. They're great researchers. They're adept researchers. So I took a point of drain. You saw that. I can hopefully make that up a little bit. Now, their paths are interesting. They take, it says plus 100% for 2 levels. What that means is that you're going to get 2 fire, 2 earth, 2 astral. You don't get mixed paths with these guys. These are going to be my bread and butter researchers. Emites, low level death guys with a little bit of cross path stuff here. So they can build flaming skulls if I'm lucky. I'm probably not going to build that many of these guys though. Zamzamite, more interesting. They can get some pretty powerful death magic, and they have some good cross path abilities as well. The Adon, that's their kind of all over the place possible super combat or thug chassis. Slow to recruit, very expensive, better things to build in my opinion. But they are tough as hell. And they're very tough. And with their ability to not only bless themselves, but then have a couple of spells to boost themselves up. I mean, I might run some of these. And then you have the Talmai Elder. This is like your major caster. You're going to be, this is going to be what my home city is going to be building entirely. Same thing as before, plus 3 levels 100%, so you get 3 levels in one of these, and then you have a chance at cross paths, or you have a chance at getting a level 4 in one of these. They're super useful. I am also basically going to be, I'm going to have to count on getting some of the heroes. The heroes give me some other cross path stuff until my Pretender comes in. My Pretender's not going to show up for a long time though. So first turn, I need to be cranking these guys out like crazy. I am short on resources. I can make 1. And so then after that, I mean, let's look at some of these troops. These guys have an attack skill of 9. They do have a javelin, which is kind of cool. They have 20 hit points, which is okay, but you know, there's only 2 of them per square. So I mean, they suck. Then you have these guys, the Amorites. They have a poison tip spear, which would be cool if you're fighting giants, but seeing as that if somebody gets hit by this spear, most regular sized guys are just gonna fucking die. So what's the point? Then I have the Gileadites, basically just their line troops. They're pretty good, actually. You know, something to fill out the troops. Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll take Edomites and mix them in with these guys, basically as arrow shields. I like these guys, whatever. And the Bashanites, another infantry lineman, just slightly stronger across the board, more resources, more gold. The archers are useless. The problem with the archers is that you're spending 45 gold and 49 resources to put one arrow in the air. It's just not worth it. I mean, they do a ton of damage with their arrows, but so what? Then you've got your two sacreds. First one, like I said before, Berserker, fire resistant. It's got a sword and gore. Second one, sword and gore. Yeah, they have the same sword. The difference between these two is 50, protection 15. That's one of the 53, protection 19. That protection actually makes a big difference. And higher strength, higher attack skill, higher defense skill. They're just better all around. In fact, yeah, I can't even build one of them. So we are going to, that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then you can also recruit slaves. Slaves are literally just fodder. They're there to suck up arrows and everything else. So he is going to profit. Oh, there's no hotkey for that. Whatever. He's going to profit, and let's look at his army. Starts with some of these guys. Not a lot. They're really big. They're really heavy hitters, so that's good. That's the one I want to take first, if I can. So hopefully, take a couple of these, come back, pick up a few more sacreds, and then start expanding. You do not need many sacreds to really start kicking ass. Alright, who do I have? Satis. Satis kind of sucks because of the miasma. Jotunheim, giant versus giant, that's awesome. Ashdod, that's me. Shiniyama, those are the goblins. I'd love to do a let's play with them sometime. They're a really interesting one. They're another race like Ulm that has like 0 bless, basically. And Zabalba's the new frog people. Okay, great, so I can go straight into that. Yeah, I'm not taking that anytime soon. Although actually war elephants are, you have a little bit more play with those, with the giants. Oh, and I'll take that, no problem, because they can't trample my giants. Barbarians are actually a problem for giants because they throw so many attacks, they can actually start wearing down your defense. Remember, defense, the number of times you're attacked, your defense starts getting cut down, so they can overwhelm your giants. These guys are going to get massacred, and these guys are going to get massacred. So that's it. That's my opening move. Boom, boom, come back, pick up a handful more sacreds. Boom, 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 get my first throne, and then start expanding properly. I really need this site to be generating troops at a very high rate. Research. Long-term conjuration's where it's at because of what I built. My first big troop that I'm going to be summoning like crazy is going to be the Malak. They, even just this little crappy Malak is actually a pretty solid thug. The ones that I really want, and the reasons I went like crazy ass cross-classed, is the Ophan. Ophan is going to be, oh, did I not take enough Astral? I thought it was Astral 4. Fuck. I'm going to have to empower my, I'm going to have to play around and see what I can do here. I might luck out with a Talmel Elder that can summon them. These guys will wipe out armies of 300 without blinking. They are insanely powerful. The thing with their summoned guys is they all come with awe, and for a thug, that's an amazing advantage. Right now, though, we're going evocation. Now, throw him in there. Throw him in there. We'll throw a couple of them up front. Whatever. Divine Blessing, boom, and stay behind. Fine. Come over here, we'll take this, keep moving. We're going to start looking for candles. If I can get that carved out, this carved out, if I can take the whole map, This is kind of what I want. Actually, I don't even really care about getting that far north there. Those are swamps. That's garbage territory. Who cares? This is good money right here. And this is a great little spot right here. Good choke points right here. Alright. I actually might just... now. Alright. Make sure I've got the recruitment still going. I do. Alright, intern. Oh, yeah. Keep going south. First battle. Hopefully I do not start losing giants right off the bat. These guys are expensive. Granted, I don't care about them long term. You know what? Well, I'm going to change the volume in just a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you can see this guy just holding the line. Lost everybody else, and he just held the line. He killed a shitload of guys. Now, I lost a lot of guys there. That wasn't great. Lost all my slaves, no big deal. Lost 4 of my Gileadites, that sucks. Didn't lose my sacred. Fine, great. Alright, we're going to adjust the audio here. So that wasn't ideal, but this is... oof. Fraggle Rock. Okay, so we have somebody over here, so we need to start expanding super fast here. But now... I still can't recruit any more of them. You know, this race is like a steamroller. You start slow, and you slowly start picking up speed. Nice. That's cool. Okay. Every man can help. Every guy helps. I'm going to bring these guys in. It's really not ideal to pull a guy off that fast, but I could use him. Are these guys sacred? No, they're not. Good. Well, no, that's bad. That means they're more expensive. Anyway, we'll take that, pull back, get the extra 2 holies, which should be enough to clear the rest of this. These guys don't have the most amazing blessing compared to what a lot of people would play with Ashdod, but I think there's a lot more to Ashdod than just their blessing. Like their thugs. I mean, their thugs are just incredible. I mean, I'm losing some guys, but these guys are chaff. I don't care that much. Boom. Got it. Great. Lost another Gileadite. Lost an Edomite. Lost all the slaves. Who cares? Humans are scum. Okay, my income is now doing really good. That's good. Now we can stop digging around. Get another one of them. I'm going to save some money. I'm going to move back. Okay, so we have Marignan right next to us. Not ideal. Can I recruit a scout anywhere? I can. Great. We're going to start scouting up north as well here. And he's going to... Actually, I know all I need to know right here. We're going to scout down south. If I can start sweeping, I'm going to try to do, it's kind of a cheesy way to capture territory, but I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to capture everything. I'm just going to go in a circle, leave the center for later. I don't know if I'm going to have enough guys to do it, though. So I've got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, and the trash. See what I can do. I don't know. Yeah, there's no point trying to just take that one. Those are gonna hurt. I mean, you just want to expand so fast with these guys. I really need to get my war machine going. Okay. I've got 3, I've got 5 of them. Handful of Edomites, and a handful of Gileadites. God, you're so slow. I want to block out Marignan as fast as possible. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go south. It just sucks because I'm losing a turn of income this way, but I don't really have a choice. I'm not even gonna waste time recruiting those other guys. And is there anywhere here? Okay, I can recruit priests here once I get a temple built. So I might have to recruit a priest. For that, I'm going to recruit a commander. Oh. Alright, hopefully I'll find a cheap commander somewhere I can recruit. And we'll keep researching. I set research to difficult, which means it's going to take a little... Yeah, we're going to keep this wizard with us. What the hell? He might be able to do some fun stuff. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but his little stuff might help a little. Whatever. Okay. Hmm. 70 barbarians. This is possibly a fucking terrible idea. In fact, both of those are so tough. And it's not because they're actually like tough troops or anything. I mean, they're garbage troops, but there's so many of them, I get overwhelmed. I mean, I've only got 18 guys, so that means that they're going to be facing so many more enemies. On the other hand, you know, with their blessing, they have an attack of 14, reinvigoration, 58 hit points with regeneration, and they're berserking. You know what? Let's see what happens. It's not that hard for me to restart this, which I would have to if I lost this battle. But if I can... Although Marignan is not going to let me take this, and they will start a war with me if I do that. We'll see what happens. Whatever. Okay, and we're going to scout up here just to make sure everything's cool. We're going to recruit another scout to go this way. Alright, intern. I probably should have pulled back a little. Or set my fireflies up a little closer. I mean, these guys are like completely unarmored, so... I can actually hurt them a little bit. But you're gonna... I'm probably gonna lose one of my... Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. Already down to 18. There you go. No losses. These guys are cowards. They cowered out super fast. And now I've got a cheap commander I can bring in. That was close. And there's a good chance I got one of my guys crippled. Let's see. You know, you play very differently. Nope, no cripples. That's good. You play very differently with these guys. You know, your individual troops actually kind of matter. We're going to go ahead and move up our commanders. And we're going to move these guys back just a little bit. The reason I'm doing that is I want these guys to take the first arrows. Okay, well there's Zabalba. So I'm playing super aggressive carving this out. we'll see how this plays out for me. Okay, now these guys can lead troops. They are horrible at it. This is the one I'm going to have lead troops. He's not much better, but he's slightly better. Now we can get 3, 4, and, oh no we can't, because I need a Kohen. I'm going to recruit 1 Kohen. And then the Kohen will move down here, build a temple. Now I have cheap priests, and have this guy come up, pick up the troops, join the Kohen, move over here and start conquering. And we'll keep moving around. So we've got Zabalba here, Marignon here. I'm really putting Marignon up against a wall here. It's going to want to attack me pretty quickly if I do this. But I should be able to handle Marignon. The advantage with Ashdod early game really is that you're starting with just insanely powerful troops. I mean, this little army here is going to be able to conquer almost most independents. Unless I lose 1 guy, you know. Anyway, okay. But this is heavy infantry, light infantry. My guys should carve through them, no problem. Alright, continuing on. We'll watch it. We're not going to watch all the battles, but we'll do it for right now at least. Okay, so yeah, our troop positioning's better. Yeah, see, they're still trying to hit the, it's just how the scripting works. Yeah, y'all can run. But see, when they get surrounded like that, it's just not good. Man, it's just not great, but still, 54 hit points, he's fine. Anyway, no losses. Okay, I own a territory right next to their home. They're not going to be happy about that. Let's go back to recruiting these guys. And there's Shiniyama. Okay. And there's Van Heim. Yeah, this is Mighty, playing on Mighty, different kind of game. Okay, so that's awesome. That's going to stick here. Nobody's going to conquer this for a while, including myself. Well, Enkidu's. And this is definitely a level 3 throne, which I really want. Alright. And he's going to actually have to be the one that captures thrones, because my crone is not coming for 2 years, and none of my other guys can make Holy 3. So, check this out. Trying to figure out where I want to put my first tower. That might be a good spot. I can't put a fortress up right next to an enemy. It's just not a good idea. But I've definitely screwed with another cool thing is for a single gold I get a free giant. It's actually pretty tough. Alright, so I got my commander. He'll move some troops. Great. In turn. Yeah, I mean, they just carve right the hell through them. So, unexpected event. Oh, really? In my capital. That sucks. So, I'm probably... Okay, great. I can still recruit units, but that really hurt. Alright, so Shiniyama's there. I don't know, I might be able to get a castle up there, we'll see. I have to stop recruiting everyone, it looks like, because I need to build a temple here, because I need to be able to recruit these guys. So Vanheim's not coming from the south, which means they might have crossed the river, which is actually good if they did, because as my heat scales move over, it'll keep the river thawed. Okay, so now see here, I could take this one, which is a hard point against Zibalba. And actually owning both of these is kind of a big deal. The AI doesn't use... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it. Research. So we have level 1 evocation done. I can do flame bolts, which is cool. Fire darts, which is not. What I really want to get to is fireball. I can't do anything else right now anyway. So we're just going to keep doing this. My gems income is not great. You know, I get a death, 2 earth, which is weird. I mean, I guess I do have earth magic. Let's go ahead and start site searching. Nope. Retreat. Bleep, bleep. Set up back the line. I don't want these guys fighting. They're just site searching. I mean, this is going to really mess up my research, but I can handle that for a little bit. I start with such a huge advantage in the beginning. And gem income is going to be really damn important to me. Alright, so in turn. Dragon Scale Mountains. I mean, this might have been a bad idea. I might be just asking for trouble by conquering right next to everybody else, but I can do what I want. I'm a goddamn giant. I mean, just look at them go. Even the non-sacred ones are actually doing a lot of damage, so no losses. So Marignon's getting off its ass. I can't expect to keep this up for too much longer. So I want to see what's up here. Shunayama's already starting to move. In fact, we're gonna... I need to conquer all this shit. We'll recruit some of them. Let's get back to recruiting. 4. Nice. I'm not going to get that many every turn, but... so what I can do now is I can make little squads with like 4 giants, a barbarian leader, and a little cheapo ghetto priest. And I'll actually do pretty good with them. So yeah, we're going to take these 2. Yeah. That should be good. Hopefully I can get enough blesses on my guys to make it matter. Let's bring some scrubs in there to... Yeah. Alright, so you're searching, great. All my scouts are moving, great, and I'm still researching what I want to be researching. Done. No magic sites anywhere. I'm just going to read this. Great. Killed everybody. Okay. End of the first year. And I've got my second army moving. And it's a pretty decent army. I'm not going to take everybody, though. Oh, God, right. Ugh, they're so bad. Barbarian commanders kind of suck. For multiple reasons. Alright. That should be fine. And then I'll bring the 2 groups together to take this. don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll see. So nothing found there. Awesome. I could... Oh! Nazca and Zibalba's already all the way over here. So they're moving quickly. Okay, great. So Vanaheim is not coming from up here. They're not really going to be competing for any of this territory just yet. But I need to start conquering this. So I'm going to loop him around, and then I'll deal with the shit in the center. I don't want to go much farther south. I mean, that one's really easy. It's just right there. But, no. Eventually, that's going to be a super important spot right here. I'm going to loop him around, bring him back home, start taking thrones. Okay. Research. We've got level 2 evocation. Still want to get fireball. And then we will move to construction. Evocation is just a huge thing for these guys. Between my casters spamming Blade Wind and fireballs, you can do a lot of damage with them. Now, I can recruit a proper commander down here and here. Or I could get a mounted commander. I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to build a mounted commander instead. I mean, they're better than... I think they're better than the barbarian commanders. They at least have armor, so that makes them somewhat... That has to make them somewhat better. And this first batch, they're probably going to sweep down and meet up with him and let him take this guy right here. Alright. So let's make sure I've got everything I need for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw those guys in. 6. Their morale really sucks. 7. Alright. We'll see what happens against those dudes. It's probably... should be fine. But the problem with not having a divine blessing is that you're counting on the blessing actually hitting. Usually it does. These guys are only holy 1. So, yeah, see, I mean, I only hit like half of them. I mean, let's see. Sacred, or blessed, 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 not blessed, blessed. All but 1. Really, guys? That's all it took. Alright, screw y'all. Darkwoods, these are jaguars, which are actually a cool, it's, oh, fucking slingers, man. Ah, that is so loud, I'm just gonna quit that. This is actually a cool province, depending on, okay. Yeah, Marignona's not super happy with me. I might have started a war by doing that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. This is a cool one because they give you the Jaguar Priest, which can open up blood. It's a 1 in 40 chance. I don't know if it's worth it to get these guys. But, I mean, they're expensive, but they open up, they have nature and they can bless. So they can bless and then boost your guys. I don't know. It's a real long shot. Some people like them, some people don't. I'm ambivalent. Alright. I'm still not comfortable taking on that. We'll go here. And then sweep through here. These things are garbage. We'll cut right through them. Let's see how far Shiniyama is expanding. Bring both of them up. And I might sweep out. I don't know. Because I kind of want... I might want some more troops to try to take that. We'll see. Alright, nobody can carry anybody. But they haven't searched yet, so they'll site search. Maybe I'll get lucky. Site searching takes forever, but once you've done it, you've done it. And level 2s are pretty good site searchers. Level 4 is the max. Like, level 4 will find any sites of that type. Alright. Okay, so I've just lost a province to brigands, which sucks. Alright, found one. Mudfield. That's Earth. Ibis. Let's see. As long as there's no slingers, we'll play this one through. It's still very loud. Alright, well, we won that. Nobody lost. Gifia. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh, look at them carve through those guys. If they had had better morale, they would have massacred my Gileadites at least. Moss Woods we lost. Oh! We actually killed quite a few of them with just the province defense. And that is way down there. That's bad. So I'll show you why this is bad. Look at him go. Ah, coward. So what this did is it cut off all of these provinces, and now I'm not getting income from any of them. That's no good. We don't need to recruit any more of you for now. I'm going to keep recruiting them, though. Okay. This is only enough for one army, really. And he's going to take with him 2 priests. Leave 1. I'm going to consolidate. Throw a little more province defense here, huh? Just so I don't lose my temple to something stupid. You know what? We'll just take that. And he will move here, and we'll join forces here. Lame, boring, but I need it. I need it. Only reason I'm dumping that many guys is to take this thing, which I don't know if that's actually really a good idea. That's a level 2 temple, I'm pretty sure. If Marignan takes through here, they can take that, which will suck. You know what, I'm going to send him back to consolidate. And he'll take these 2. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. And then I'll worry about thrones. Okay, so Nazca's moving, Zabalba's moving. Nazca is a cool-ass race. I really like Nazca. Alright. I need to make sure I'm still recruiting. Lost an Adamite. Lost one of my Anakites against Ichthyids. Wow. GG. Should be very proud of yourself. Oh, slime. Yeah, and they just got overwhelmed. And he's not blessed. Yeah, if they're not blessed, they're good, but they're not that good. Alright, we'll keep expanding. We are going to build a citadel here. Alright, so we've got our income back. Great. Oh, I really need to... I'm not great at managing my site searchers. I don't need to recruit many, y'all. You don't need to be up front. You guys do. So do y'all. Y'all are about as expendable as it gets. Let's see. We'll grab that guy. And we should build a citadel. We'll worry about that later. Shit, I have a ton of... I'm not recruiting. We're going to switch over to Talmiel Elders, though. That was dumb. That was stupid. Shiniyama's expanding pretty fast. Marignona's probably pretty severely stunted by what I did. We'll see. Lost Gileadite, it's fine. Lost another Anakite, that's not good. Force the Lost. Okay. Oh, okay, so I lost one of my sacreds here. That's a fair trade. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not that bad. That was one of the harder ND sites I'd have to take. Let's see how that. I want to see how that plays out. I want to see how well my priests bless. And guess which one dies? This guy is not blessed. I guarantee you he's the one that dies. Oh, he's blessed now. Too little, too late. I mean, these guys do so much damage. Somebody got thrown a summer. That's good for me. Okay, ferry. Whatever. We're gonna go consolidate. Maybe get up to here. Okay, so that's Shiniyama. They are stunted because they have probably a high-ranking throne right next to him. We're gonna keep moving here. Oh, no we're not. I would prefer not to have him do this fighting on his own. That sucks. That's going to take a couple turns for him to get over there. In that time, start building a fortress. And let's start recruiting a couple more of them. We'll consolidate all this. Build a citadel probably right there. Your best places for citadels are something like this or this. Actually, I'll build here. Inkpot Inn. Nope, I will not build here. That's a terrible place to build. You know, with that, all my troops are going to get diseased. I've had situations like that before. I've had so many games recently where my pretender gets diseased, which is just the worst thing that can happen. It really, really sucks. You know, I could... Oh, he didn't even get a magic. Okay. Yeah. We'll build a... Don't ever do this. It's just such a bad idea. Sometimes 10 or 11 is worth it. It really depends on what the troops you get are. And this one, I'll keep it at 1. The only reason I care is because I can get commanders from there, which is nice. Alright. Y'all are searching. Yeah, great. Alright, end turn. Great. Got one. Mosswoods. Boom. Boom. And they lost. I could technically just conquer this, but Zababa is going to go after it next turn. Alright, we'll go here next. Start. Let's see, can I recruit a commander? Great. We'll recruit a commander. He'll come over here next turn, assist in the building. I'm going to need him to build a temple and a laboratory. Alright, so I think that's the fire guys. I can't remember what their names are. Give me a couple turns till he gets here. Until he gets here, we are going to... We're going to recruit some Deer Tribe warriors. basically throw in front of them to, you know, they'll fill in the spots with them. It's actually pretty useful to as a defensive measure. I'm not going to site search this. I don't think I'm going to keep this. I don't think it's. I don't think it matters that much to me. This actually might be a better place for Citadel. That actually is a better place for Citadel, isn't it? Is it? Lets me respond to both of these locations. It's not a hard point, but it's actually far enough away from this hard point that it'll be useful. I can actually build down there and there when I need to. This is a better place. I overlap with one of these guys, which is not ideal because I'm stealing resources away from my capital, but I've got enough resources that I don't think it matters. Now we're going to take this and this, and we're probably going to build a fortress there. That will be a hard point against Shiniyama. At this point, I think we've got a good opening. We have an insanely strong opening, actually. This is why I put on the graphs, because I guarantee you I have provinces beyond what most of these guys have. Later game things might get a little uglier. We'll see. Shiniyama I'm not that concerned about. They're actually pretty weak. Marignon depends on how their blesses are set up. Zibalba does seem to be moving good. Nazca can be a huge pain in the ass because they have so many flyers. They can just boop, plop right in. I don't know how the AI deals with that. Vanaheim is a pain in the ass. Vanaheim is usually pretty tough. Anyway, with that, I'm going to call it quits for right now, and yeah, I will redo this turn when we start the next one. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.